Good evening, Mr. North and South America, and all the ships and clippers.
So basically, during some of our lunch R&D play sessions, we said, you know what, we really love deck building games. Why aren't we making one? So we're like, oh wow, then the light bulb went off.
Right.
Alright. So we said, well, we got this great Marvel license, let's do it. So in doing so, one of the challenges we had was, how do we really do a Marvel deck building game, right?
Sure.
I mean, it could be, you know, Iron Man versus Thor versus Spider-Man, hero versus hero type stuff, and we kind of started along those lines, and it didn't feel right. So we said, okay, let's kind of think about this really, and let's make it a very centered in the universe. Let's make it Marvel centric and all that. Make it feel like epic battle type stuff.
Sure.
So what we decided to do at that point was we wanted the game to like fight against the heroes. We wanted the heroes to kind of band together, hit the game, and have the game fight back.
Yes.
And I think that's what we actually accomplished. So
kind of like Thunderstone.
A little bit. So what we did is we have each player is going to represent. You're going to play as a hero, and you're not with an avatar card or anything, but like we're playing as heroes in this game.
Right.
And what we want to do is fight against Magneto, who is our Mastermind.
I got it.
Magneto is actually controlling the game. It's a little bit of like, I want to be the one that makes a kill. I'm going to try to delay you guys from doing it. So you're going to see that. But there's definitely a lot of times when the game just tries to pound on everybody.
Sure. And
that's one thing I'm really, really happy that the feel is there.
Okay.
All right. And every good Mastermind has to have a scheme.
Yes.
And the scheme sets the tone for the game. And there's multiple Masterminds and multiple schemes in the box. So it's not just one.
Right.
A lot of replayability. There's 5 of each. And if you just switch one scheme and leave everything else on the board, totally different game.
Sure.
It's great. Same thing with an arch villain, or Mastermind, I should say.
Right.
Change that, different game. All right, so what the scheme does is it sets the condition for how Magneto wins the game. And basically it says here, if 12 villains escape through the city and into the escape villain zone, Magneto wins.
Okay.
We lose. So it is our job to prevent villains from escaping here 12 times. And how that goes is, when a villain comes out, they go into the first spot into the city. If another villain comes out, he moves that guy down, and so forth until he gets here. If there's a villain here and this whole thing is full and another one comes out, he escapes. Okay? Some villains have entrance clauses, some villains have escape clauses. Like this one says when he escapes, he has the same effect as the effect right above it. Right? Okay. So we all have to pay attention to those things. Some happen when they come in, and some happen when you fight a villain. Okay. Each villain has victory points associated with it, and they're that little number right there.
See?
A couple things I want to point out though before I go any further. The game is going to feature all original art from the ground up.
I know.
Right?
I knew that already.
Okay.
600 images, I believe. Was it 600 cards?
It's about 600 cards in the set. It won't be 600 images, but it'll be approximately 600 cards for the game that you get in the box.
Yeah, right.
But every image you see
is original.
Is going to be original art. So I'm really happy about that. The board's going to this is all prototype, and we're still dialing in a lot of parts of the cards. Some of the card frames, some of the like this is going to be a little bit. I don't like that. It's too hard to see.
Yeah, it's small.
Okay, so just stuff like that is going to still get tweaked as we go.
Sure.
All right. Here's the other thing that's going to come out of this villain deck. It's called Scheme Twist, and this is what really makes things interesting when they come out. When a Scheme Twist comes out of the villain deck, the Scheme Twist goes with the scheme, and it says here on the twist. Once this comes out, play 2 cards off the top of the villain deck, so 2 more villains come out. And if another Scheme Twist happens to come out at that point, keep on going, they stack. All right. There's some other stuff in there, but I'm not gonna spoil the surprises.
Sure.
All right. So, here's your deck. I'm assuming you're gonna play.
Oh, I'm gonna play.
Okay, cool. Right on. There's my deck, and there is your deck.
All right.
All right, so shuffle up, and let's draw. All right, so the first thing we do is we fill up the hero lineup. And I probably should explain to you how we recruit heroes into our deck. Okay, so in our hand, we have cards that have stars and slashes and all that. What does all that mean? So basically, the stars are the way we recruit heroes. And if you have however many of these you have, you can recruit a hero that costs up to that much. So if I had 5 I could recruit, you know, any one of these. I could do a 3 and a 2, I could do a 4, I could do a 5. But here's the other thing, every time you take a hero from the hero lineup, you replace it immediately. So in case you buy this, you replace it, and let's say another card comes up that you want, you can buy that one then too. Okay? This thing right here is the attack, like attack symbol, and it has another value with it. Okay? However many of those numbered, just like recruit points, when a villain comes out, like this has a 2 there, which means I need at least 2 to attack this villain.
Yes.
And there's no attacking just to not kill it. Okay? So that, we don't do that. And that's really it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'll put this back. You guys are seasoned vets, so I feel comfortable. Just go ahead and jump into the game. All right, to get things started, I'm just going to go first just to show you the pace here. All right. First thing we all do on each of our turns is we reveal a villain. That's the first thing we all do.
For some reason, I knew that card was coming up.
I know, right? It's so crazy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got here. So I have my 3 attack and 3 recruit points. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and see. I look at this card and I see it says here, if I fight it, I gain +1 to my recruit points for this turn. So before I buy anything, I'm actually going to attack that card.
Right.
So I'm going to take it, put it in my victory pile. Now, very important, it doesn't go into your discard pile.
Yes.
It goes into a pile that stays out of your hand, out of your cards. They'll never clog up your deck. Here, it'll never clog anything up.
Yes.
At the end of the game, we just look at them, we add up the victory points, whoever we got, we got. But those two stay in their own pile. Okay?
Right.
So now, because I got my +1, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 recruit points. I'm gonna go ahead and take my rogue, put it into my discard, because you always recruit into your discard pile.
Yes.
Replace it immediately. How about I replace it with a hero, not a villain? And then I still have another 2 points to spend. I'm gonna take another rogue. Now here's the other thing I want to show you. I'll replace this. There's colors on the cards. Okay? What the colors mean is if I have both of these cards in my hand and I play this one, and then I play this one, it says if I've already played a green card, I get +3 to my attack, so that would be a 4. So I'd have a total of 5 attack there. Okay, very simple. And once I get one of the cards I'm waiting for, I'm going to show you something else, so you'll see it when it comes out. Okay, that's all I can do, guys. That's the end of my turn. Everything goes to my discard pile, pretty standard stuff.
Yep.
Pick up 6 more.
So you hold no cards at the end of your turn. They all get discarded.
Yep. 4, 5, 6. It is your turn. Please reveal a villain from the villain lineup. All right, cool. Sabretooth. A little bit more powerful villain.
Yes. All right, so I'll spend all 5 shield agents and pick up what?
Very good. Very good. Goes in your discard. Your discard should be face up so it doesn't get confused with your deck. There you go. Perfect. Okay.
Let's see, I got 3 of each. First I got to flip a villain.
And now you want to draw 6 more cards?
Yep.
Okay.
A Sentinel. Oh, scary.
I think you have 1 left over there. Just
So we have 6 is your hand
6
size.
is your hand, yep.
Got it.
So you hand your deck, your discard, and then your victory pile. So this will get replaced, so we want to make sure we have a full lineup for you.
Oh, cool.
All right.
All right, so now I got these 3.
Okay.
Right? I can actually attack the Sentinel.
Yeah, but here's one of the things you gotta look at on the set. That's, you absolutely can. This says when you fight him, you KO a hero you played this turn. That's our way of thinning out your deck, basically, because there's no rest ability or anything like that. It's when you fight stuff, you can KO cards from other abilities, things like that. But what you want to do is play, because you want to think, well, what card do I want to KO? If I play these cards and I fight them, I have to KO one of those. Maybe you don't want to do that. So maybe you want to try to look at the other cards in your hand and say, well, I have 3 of those. I could buy something and then KO one of those as well. So it's a matter of what do you want to KO, and then you would have to play that card prior to attacking that.
So when you're saying KO, you're effectively saying it's trashing the card.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, because there's discard and then there's KO that'll never come back to your
Right. Got it.
And just to give you an idea, like attack is pretty good. I think attack is more valuable than recruit points in this game. Right now, at least.
6.
I see. Okay, so then what I'm going to do first,
Because I like it. I think it looks so cerebral.
I am going to pick up call for backup.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
So it goes in your
that's
discard.
that. And then
So you replace your hero here.
an optic blast. And now I can kill off the sentinel.
Right?
Right? Which goes over here.
Right, goes into a separate pile.
And then I can KO this.
Yep. Thin out your deck.
And
Okay,
that
perfect. Now
goes-
those all go into your discard. Great. Draw 6 more. First thing I'm going to do on my turn is reveal a villain. What's up, man?
Doing good, brother?
Doing really good.
What's your win-loss?
We have lost 1 game this entire weekend. Doing really
We're
good,
gonna have
man.
to toughen this thing up a little
I was
bit.
gonna say we'll add the second loss. Yeah.
Are you familiar with deck builders at all?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, these guys are pros, man.
You'll be fine.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I have 1 attack, so I'm going to do me any good. And I have 5 recruit points. That's a much bigger help. So I'm going to take Iron Man, put him into my discard. I'm going to replace the card here, and that's the end of my turn. See you, buddy.
All right. So.
So first thing I want to do is reveal a villain.
Yep.
It's a triangle. Which actually.
Ooh, Gwen
So,
Stacy action. here.
Bystanders. So when a bystander comes out, they're basically citizens in the city. They're getting in the way. And when a bystander comes out, they go underneath the very first villain in the villain lineup. If there's no villains, they go under Magneto. Basically, the civilian has been captured by the villain. So when you attack this card, you actually get that as well, and each one is worth 1 victory.
Excellent.
Just an additional point.
Sure.
Thank goodness, I thought Gwen Stacy was suddenly a supervillain.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
scared.
right.
Aren't they all?
Okay, so I will use the 2 shield agents to purchase determination,
All right.
and I'll use 3 attacks to
There you go.
take the sentinel,
Yep.
and that as well.
Okay.
I will KO that card.
Perfect. And just keep those in a separate pile.
Right.
You don't want those to clog anything up. All right. Replace the hero. Very good. Your turn.